Have you ever wondered if your clothing choice could prevent you from boarding a flight? This scenario occurred when a woman was denied boarding on a Vueling flight from Mallorca to Barcelona because she was wearing a low-cut bodysuit. The incident, which occurred in 2019, only recently came to light with the Spanish airline facing a hefty fine of €28,000 for violating national and European regulations on civil air transport. The case was brought to public attention by Spanish consumer association FACUA, which filed a complaint against Vueling with the state-run aviation safety agency, ASA, highlighting what it described as discriminatory and sexist behavior by airline staff. According to FACUA, there is no law that specifically prohibits passengers from boarding based on their clothing, as long as it does not violate public order. This position raises significant questions about the limits of acceptable dress codes and the possibility of subjective enforcement by airline personnel. The woman's experience with Vueling is not an isolated incident, but rather part of a larger discussion about dress codes and discrimination. Vueling defended its actions, saying the passenger had reacted aggressively when asked to cover up, and that the airline's travel conditions allow for denial of boarding on behavioral grounds. They stressed that these rules apply equally to men and women. However, FACUA argued that the enforcement in this case was not about behavior, but about clothing, pointing out that the passenger was not naked, but rather wearing a bodysuit, which is a common and generally accepted item of clothing. The decision by the State Aviation Safety Agency to fine Vueling highlights the tension between maintaining decorum on flights and respecting passenger rights. The ruling is significant because it sets a precedent for how such cases might be handled in the future. Airlines must balance their policies with the need to respect individual freedoms and avoid discriminatory practices. In conclusion, the case of the passenger denied boarding by Vueling for wearing a low-cut bodysuit is more than just a story of corporate policy. It is a reflection of broader social issues regarding discrimination and individual freedoms. The €28,000 fine imposed on Vueling by ISA is a critical reminder of the importance of fair and non-discriminatory treatment of all passengers. Airlines around the world should take note of this case as they continue to develop and implement their policies. That said, if you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date. Thanks and see you next time.